Welcome to ATB-TV. I'm Darren Dance here with Peter Morganti, and tonight, Pete, we're in the PM edition of ATB.
Yeah, it's about, what, 8 p.m?
8 p.m, the sun's going down. You've had a big day. You've been to Ballarat Jump Outs, you've been to Michelle Payne's, and you've been to Ballarat, and now you're here at Manningtree Park.
Seen the sun come up, and I'm watching it go down, but I've been locked up for 3 days, Darren. Selling horses and doing reports and...
Gee, I thought you would have been locked up behind the bars.
No. Locked up. I've had a kid-free day and I've enjoyed it. And we didn't have no luck at the racetrack, but we seen a couple of trials. Michelle was good, which with French Fizz and Lady McPhee, and she's improving every day in the sense of getting...
Is that Michelle Payne or French Fizz?
I don't know if Michelle has to improve too much.
Really?
No.
All right.
No. We were talking from a trainer's point of view there, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Move on.
Where'd you get that hat from?
Kind boss send me to, or bosses.
Long Jeans Hong Kong
send
International
me to
Races.
Hong Kong for a...
Send him to Hong Kong for a week? No hat for me.
Did I bring you something, mate?
Nothing.
I brought you the medallion for when you were meant to go, but you couldn't go, but you put your holidays forward. And,
got no hat.
I should have my ATB hat on.
Probably sunburn, no hat.
Anyway, we'll work on the hat next time I go to Hong Kong.
Oh, really? Nice try. Well, let's go back. Where do you want to roll back to for last week's runners, Pete?
Well, we can kill 2 birds with one stone here, because last week's runner we're going to talk about is Equieto.
Where was that?
Terrain. And
what day?
Last Wednesday.
Last Wednesday.
Because we did ATB-TV early, and then I shot off to Terrain.
And he ran no good.
He ran no good there.
He was on his last chance, Pete.
We thought we'd push him out to 1600, and we went to Ararat today, so we put
that
the two
well.
together. Yeah, unfortunately, I think we found the crossroad.
He's going to like Anthony Mundine.
he escaped from the jungle.
Not trying.
No. Yeah, well, Paul showed me, he had one there, he said it's an inferior horse to him, and he wants to get rid of it. It's a 2,000 metre horse. He was in the tie-ups heaving and blowing and carrying on, and he was standing there as if he hadn't raced. So
feel like yourself.
Oh no, I heave a little bit just walking down. So
yeah, disappointing. Yeah, very disappointing.
For whatever reason,
I think I owe that Baker bloke a bottle of bloody wine now. Jeff Baker, I think I've got to cough up a bottle of wine now.
I seen some $6 stuff in the wine shop.
No, he's a good man, Jeff. And
you got to pay up your debts.
I got to have to buy a good bottle of wine. I really thought that horse would go better.
Well, his first
works good.
Yeah, he's just
goes good, but
like Paul says,
he's having a lend of us, Pete.
Dean said today the 1,000 he's travelling on a nice tempo, and at the 800 had to nearly pick him up just to get him going. So
enough's enough.
That's it. And some bought out a little bit earlier have probably been proven right too. But yeah, look, what can you?
We have to try.
I just wondered, like he showed a lot of ability earlier, whether
wear and
just
tear.
Feeling something wear and tear, and yeah, it's been about 15 starts since he's won now.
All right, well, we won't be talking about him again on this show.
No, so he's done.
Who's next?
Stringer Bell last week at Pakenham.
Yeah, that was disappointing.
It was.
Only got beat 5 lengths.
Yeah, he ran out of fitness. It was only the last 100 really ran out of fitness. But look, you need to see him run again, and he's possibly going to. Well, I think we're going to make the decision to let him go around a Colac, which wasn't a track of choice, but the fact he drew barrier 1 and Dean Yendel's on in a small field.
Yep.
He needs probably. Where he said he's needed a couple of runs, well, we might as well give him,
a couple of runs.
Couple of runs to bring him to his peak fitness. And
what's he been doing up there at Malden?
Yeah,
I thought he was supposed to be training.
Well, he reckons there's just something out there that's very energetic out the back.
Horse runner. That could be one of those big schnitzels.
Oh, right. Well, he was back
feeling good.
Yeah, he was feeling better than me.
Yeah, he's out there with Ransom Money and the old fella, Satashi.
Right.
Satashi was... Satashi's 21.
Fair dinkum.
First horse we bred. First horse we ever syndicated. He's got a home here for life. And that's not him, because he doesn't move that fast. But yeah, he's out there.
He's picking up the...
That's the Not a Single Doubt Azadi there.
Righto.
And he's definitely got ADD.
Righto. Well,
he wrecks his rug every day, and he's got a witch's hat, and They feed him up the top, and every day he drags his bin down the bottom just so we've got to walk further.
He's only here for another month, hopefully, Darren.
3 weeks and he's out of here to the sales.
Righto. Take all those tyres with him.
But string a bell, Pete, come on.
Yeah, look.
What's going on up there at Weirs?
He reckons
now he's got to have 5 runs to get fit.
No, he reckons 2 or 3 and he'll get the speed back in his legs.
So what's going on up there at Malden? Is it any good?
I think it's still the old sand is a work in progress still, I reckon. Yeah, I don't know.
All right.
But we'll get another one under our belt. I don't think he can beat his stablemate, the top weight, Star Steeler.
So he's just having a run.
Well, you'd like to think for barrier 1, he does no work, he can run into a place or top 4 and that'd be a good result. So there you go. How's that? No?
No.
What a win.
Well, aren't we talking about last week's result?
Oh, sorry, I've jumped forward. I've tried to kill 2 birds with one stone with every horse. Well,
you're more confused than I am.
All right, we'll talk about that later. Stringer Bell needed the run the other day, and the kids said that. Can we move on? Serious suspect. We had a win. We had a great day.
Wasn't that a good day?
At Kyneton, how many owners were there? 25?
60. The guy said, we're going to invite the winning owners up for a drink. I said, I hope you got a big bar. And when they turned up, you couldn't swing a cat.
The old steep old walk up those steps, wasn't it? Into the Kyneton bar, but I tell you, it was good.
You know, like we go to the races all the time, and often there might be 1 or 2 owners there, but to have there must have been 40.
Well, the photo
25 to 30.
I think I counted 25 in the photo, and some of the ladies
didn't
wouldn't
go
come
up.
in. Yeah,
so it was fantastic, and they were so excited. We were half the crowd. And the horse won, and I think they all got pretty much $5, $6, $7.
Some got $7.50.
And what a gun ride! I've got to mention Brad Rowell. Yeah. What a gun ride that was! Look, I think the horses that ran 2nd and 3rd are pretty good horses.
Yeah.
The horse that ran 2nd had form behind Cliff's Edge, who's a gun.
Won that day as well.
Yeah. So they've drawn wide. Brad said, "Look, we'll go forward. They'll go back. Short straight at Kyneton. Hopefully we can hang on." Well. Worked out perfect. They went back, he went forward, they come steaming home, but they couldn't get him.
Yeah.
And I give him 12 out of 10, Brad Rowell, for that.
Credit to the horse too, because we had a 101 shot that annoyed the hell out of us for about 600 metres, but Brad
just kicked.
Let him annoy, but just also held the horse together, and he had that little bit to kick him. And he was as green as grass up the straight, but...
Can you show me that posture again? Because I reckon Roy Higgins would be proud of that.
Yeah.
No, it was a great day, and fantastic for those owners, and also got to make mention of Arm.
How good's that jacket?
First horse.
Dave Farron and Steve. They're in trouble.
Yeah, no. I don't
know how you describe the colour.
I've seen it on a few young calves. You know, those 4-day-old calves on the cows?
Well, we might just put a shot up.
Yeah, let's have a look at Arnie. He's having a great time. This is his first horse. Anyway, that's great, isn't it?
He was right into that presentation, Darren.
I thought he was going to get the trophy. I thought he was going to take it off me.
I would have loved to have heard the speech, because I've been on the phone to Art a few times, and I would just sort of think, I think that's what he asked about, but he came up. I'd never seen him all day, like before the race.
He just appears.
And then all of a sudden he goes, "Oh, Peter, how good was that?" So, it was a great result.
And it was good to see Graham Ward and Wendy Prentice. They've been with us for 20 years.
Yeah.
And they bred that horse with us. And it won't be the last race he wins.
No, I think,
Now, you're telling me that form, when he ran 3rd at Ballarat?
When he ran 3rd, the top 6 was actually mentioned by a few decent form analysts, Ben Ascari.
These are the blokes you subscribe to?
No, I just listen to.
That's why you live in a big house?
Bunsen, Bullbat. The top 6, and I thought the same, that the form will come out of that race. And we've had, of those 6, have all ran now since then, and we've had the winner that come out and ran 2nd again. The 2nd horse, which was Ice Hunt, won yesterday at Sandown. We were 3rd, we won. 4th horse was another one of Weary's called Leicester, which won at Terrain. The 5th horse ran 3rd in that race that he won, and the 6th horse, which was a Lucas Cranach, won as well. So you've
a hot race.
Yeah, you've got 4 winners, and
proper form.
And was City form in amongst that, like they were all good 2-year-olds last year, and you just hope that means that we've got a horse that's got some nice ability. So
well, I'll tell you what,
he was the least experienced out of all that.
Go back and have a look at the race. And just put your week's wages on the horse that ran 2nd and 3rd next up, because they'll both win.
If they draw gates.
They'll just win. I don't care where they go. They'll both win. That 2nd horse is a really nice horse. I'd love to own him.
Yeah.
He's a beautiful looking horse, and gee, it was a massive run, because to run home like that at Kyneton don't happen.
No. And look,
but congratulations to everyone. There's a lot of good people in that horse, including yourself, Pete.
yeah, a little snippet, little
The
hair.
unwanted mob.
Unwanted mob.
We had a lot of trouble. No one wanted that horse, but you got it done. So
Well, there was a good lot of them there too.
all credit to you. But
yeah.
no, some great people. We had a great day. A lot of photos. And
Yeah.
it just makes it very rewarding.
A lot of those photos will be in the newsletter tomorrow. So
Good man.
No, it was all good. We had a few days with nothing, and then we went to yesterday where Fox Largo had her third start.
Where'd she finish, Pete?
I think she finished 7th. It was a bit hard to.
Disappointing.
Yeah, look, on face value, but she was up in grade to open class against the boys.
She's never raced against 3-year-old fillies.
Well, you know,
There's no program.
She's a classic, potential semi-classic horse that we were trying to aim that way, but gee, it's hard to program them in.
She's raced against 7-year-old geldings and mares, you know.
Well, the thing that won it, sure.
And it was a stop-start thing,
Yeah.
you know. They walked and she got over racing because she's still learning. And
Brad sort of was hard. He didn't want to say
Done
she was
his best.
disappointing, but she was.
Yeah.
Just for the But
but
anyway,
anyway, look, it was a hot day too. That's 2 days
Yeah.
she's raced now at pretty much close to 40.
You just wonder too with a young horse how much effect
Yeah,
it has on her.
didn't work out.
No. Well, see how she
Reassess
pulls
tomorrow.
up. Yep, always tomorrow. Back to Equieto, which we've talked
We
about.
talked about
He
him.
finished.
See you later.
So that's it. So we had a winner.
So we just had the 4 or 5 runs.
Yeah, that was it.
Where do we go now?
We kick off tomorrow. We've got Astrological at Bendigo.
I'm going to go to Bendigo, Pete.
First up. Since
Now,
late
she's
last
trialled
year.
up all right, hasn't she?
She has trialled up okay, but
She was disappointing last prep.
especially the second. She went
But
okay.
you reckon she's going better now?
Well, you just hope.
Well, you got no idea.
I think she trialled up well, but what she trialled against, you know what I think about trial form now? She's trialled well. Her 2 trials were very similar and improved from the first one. She was good at Trang the other day getting home. She was 6 wide the trip.
Can she win tomorrow? Or are you going to find out in the morning?
No. Gate 1 concerns me.
Who's riding it?
Jack Hill.
That concerns everyone.
Jack's a good jockey. No, Jack. We've got jockeys. We've got Hobart Derby. What do you call it? Tasmanian Derby with Yendall and Allen there, and Jai McNeil's riding one for Robbie over there in the Bow Mistress. That must be the sprint. So
Yep.
you know, a few of our jockeys went about. So Jack's
he
been
rides a
good
few.
as second and third stringer for us.
Oh, mate, he's ridden at least one winner for us the last 2
But
years.
where's she going to be from gate 1?
Is it one win for 2 years?
Ransom money. Then he never got another crack on it, and he won on something.
No, he went and took a ride somewhere else.
I don't know, my memory's shot for all that. Must be hard when you can't think of another winner in the last 2 years. Jack's a good.
So, look, whatever she does.
Well, from
hopefully-
gate 1, she's going to get back and be.
To be honest, we got no idea what she's going to do tomorrow.
No. We'll move on. Perugia that night, another gate 1.
Moonee Valley, Friday night.
3-year-old benchmark 70.
So
Again,
he's back against his own age.
yeah, which is good.
What price is he?
Haven't looked.
Really?
1,600. Brad Rawilla, gate 1. I reckon he's a perfect type of valley horse as long as we can get the breaks.
Because he runs
From
up
the
near the
six-
speed.
Yeah, and I reckon he'll just get
Because he
off,
travels?
get off that camber if
Yep.
we can get a break at the 400.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, the
I
horse that
reckon
he ran
takes my chance.
second to a Warrnambool won at Sandown
Yeah,
yesterday.
good form line.
So
He's fitter. He's had 4 runs.
if he gets the right run, he's a chance.
And
Would you give him top 4?
and the old second run after you've been to 1,600 for the first time. Well, this is his second go. I reckon he's a good each way chance.
Each way.
And I reckon
Pete says each way.
8-1. He'd have to be, wouldn't he?
8-1. Oh, I've got no idea.
No.
All right.
Saturday.
Where you going? Yarra Glen.
Never been to Yarra Valley or Glen or wherever it is.
Now that's somewhere near Hobart,
Jesus. I might have to go.
north east of Melbourne, in the high country, I think.
Well, I'm
in
thinking
the wine country.
I think I'll go down with the horse on the float.
Yeah, we'll
we're
make
talking
sure.
We're talking about Bloodlet, obviously.
Yeah, well, you can be security.
Righto. I might. Jay Mott's on,
It's going to be a bit cooler too. Oh no, it's going to be hot, 33.
and then the change comes through.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
All right, so you're going to Yarra Valley on Saturday to watch.
Bloodlet. Plans with her where he's wound her back to before that kite run. He wants to get her back there. He's tried to get her settling into work. She's going to be ridden stone dead. Well, she's drawn 3, but stone dead as cold as we can, and just teach her to run on again. And it's like a look and watch and hope.
Well, she's got to win a city race this prep. There's
Yeah.
no more preps for her.
No,
So
but that
anyway, we'll let Weary do his thing.
That's where we are with her. That's a 1950 metre. It's
Who's
not a
riding
benchmark 58. It's a 0 to 58, which means no horses higher than 58 can get into the race. So
who's riding it?
Jamie Mott.
Jamie Mott.
57.
Oh, yeah.
He's been riding well.
He goes all right, doesn't he?
He's been good lately, yeah.
So what weight she got?
57.
57. So what will his saddle weigh?
His saddle would be as big as this biscuit I'm about to eat.
That's what I was thinking.
I'll be able to carry that saddle out.
Then on Sunday we're going to Colac.
Another barrier one.
Who's that?
Of course, we're talking about.
Oh, Stringer Bell, the one you got confused about.
Dean Yendall.
Can't win. Needs a run. Not fit enough.
I couldn't believe when they said they couldn't find a 1200, but I did look, and it was about 16 days. So
we've got to go there.
It's a benchmark 78.
So
if you're going to go to Colac, gate one's a good gate.
Well, they'll go like cut cats.
If you can hold the fence.
Well, they run up the hill and then they come down the hill and around the corner, and a lot of horses don't do it. And anyway,
if you're trying to make a run there,
it's going to be a bit cooler on Sunday, I think.
Anyway, we'll get another run into him, as we said before. Nothing Monday, race-free Monday again. Nothing at a Ballarat Tuesday. Potentially serious.
It'd be nice to have a runner at Ballarat, Pete. It's not far away.
Went 2 or 3 metres, we had nothing. Couldn't just drive 10 minutes down the road.
I want to go to Warnall. When's Warnall run?
We had them just yesterday, but we had nothing there. Yeah. But see, what's come back with Warnall now is the jumps and those high weights. So
no, we don't want to be going there anyway. No. All right.
So serious suspect potentially in a 3-year-old Super Vobis race over 1200, and my shiny choice.
That's a standout.
Yeah.
Wednesday.
Yeah, and my shiny choice was scratched tonight as we sit here.
Yep.
Just a touch of colic.
Bit of colic, so drugged up, can't run.
Yeah, so be swabs.
Maybe next week.
Yeah, I think there must be a 40 or a mile there.
All right.
Robbie's already indicated that he'll be right to go there, so that's all I know.
That's for next week.
Yep. Quickly down the line here.
We've got a few trialling. We had a good trialer during the week called She's Our Star for Tony Golden, ran a nice second.
Probably trial again, I reckon.
One more trial and ready to go, looking promising. I had a look at her last week when I was up at the Gold. Where did I go? Brisbane. And he's got his horses looking very good. And
she trialled well.
I'll tell you what, she trialled good. And looking around those stables at Tony Golden's, if you haven't been there, that new setup at Eagle Farm's magnificent. Yeah. All the horses were just shining. They were relaxed. Sort of reminded me a bit of Robbie Griffiths' new setup. Just everything's quiet.
Pristine.
And all the horses seem happy. And they're all eating their feed, which is a good thing.
Yeah. Well, she tried real well. She drew the outside and had to work and set up. And
anyone else trialling?
Yeah, well...
just run through them.
Well, we've had Rocket Cod's going to have another trial. We spoke about it last week. Think Babe Gallop this morning at Warrnambool will trial next week, and I think that's Camberdown.
Yeah.
I think Claire Vay's going to be there as well.
Right.
Conclusive and Tennessee Gold, I think this Monday, but I know Tennessee Gold's Monday, but I'm not sure.
Cranbourne?
Yeah.
Okay.
Connery trialled this morning.
Yep, with Archie.
Yeah, Jordan Charles come running at me at Ararat and goes, "Did you see Connery?"
Did he go any good?
I don't know if you watched the trial. There was a thing leading that just about speared 4 of them across the rail, and he was one of them. But he ran third.
I was watching the wrong horse. He was in the wrong colours.
Yeah, he's a blue and a light blue.
I had no idea.
Yeah. Anyway, Jordan said, "She's going well."
Did he ride it?
Yeah. One more trial.
It'd be nice if he ride a winner for us.
I did say we need to break that, mate. And he goes, "Yeah, for me and the horse," he said.
And the trainer.
Yeah. But he's going well. Sarplane and Periscope both, Sarplane obviously Star and Periscope's going to go. They had their first hit outs and we're good. Tomorrow on the radar and Queen of Health, so we've got...
So that's Ballarat, 2 horses?
Oh, they're Ararat tomorrow.
Ararat, you'll be there?
Yeah, the Tough Speed and the helmet sort of Queen
Era.
Yeah. Helmet Queen Era?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's a star, you remember? And our breakers, our 4 colts, went from Bruce Marsh's to Josh's today.
So they're all gone into pre-training?
Yeah, so they're going to have 3 weeks of, well, I suppose it's
bit
just
of work.
Continuing on from what the great work Caitlin's done. And those videos we got were good last week that the owner's got. She does a good job with them and explains, she was explaining the whole theory about what they do to get them all that. So that was good. So
now, your homework for the week, Pete, was to
more
find
homework.
Your homework was to find out a little bit about Michelle Payne.
Yeah, and an added guest.
So you went up this morning, and this is what you got.
Yep, thanks, Darren. We've got not only have we got Michelle Payne here, we've actually got Stevie, who's the number 1 strapper and has been number 1 strapper even with ATB. Little horse called Platelet. You can remember her, Steve?
Yeah, I do.
She your favourite, was she, back at the time?
Yes, she was.
Very good. Michelle, you rode Platelet to win at some stage.
I rode her
Caulfield?
really early in her career, first few starts.
start. So
Yeah.
we won a few races, and then we won the Gilgai Group 2 at Flemington. So
That's
that
right.
was really exciting.
Yeah, so she was a fantastic mare for us.
Oh,
And
she's a gem. You never get a horse try so hard as
I
she
think, from memory, she had a little Fastnet Rock just gone, so she's not with us anymore. But yeah, well, there's a little combination with yous too. Just briefly, obviously you're from a big family, yous too. I think there's 10 of yous, is that correct, Shell?
Yep, that's right.
And just obviously, yous two have obviously got a unique bond, being the two youngest in the family. Obviously, was a sad story when you lost your mum. I think you're only 6 months old, and Stevie was a couple of years old. Yeah. Obviously, everything that's happened in the last 2 years has been a whirlwind with the Melbourne Cup. I think it's been well documented. Must still just pinch yourself as you wake up each morning and think, well, that cup's there and locked away, and what a wonderful time it was.
Yeah, absolutely. Like even yesterday, we had the Festival of Racing launch, and to be introduced up onto the stage as the Melbourne Cup winning jockey with Damien Oliver, it still seems so surreal that that actually did happen. But it did, and it was a lot of hard work going into so many years of preparing to race in the elite races. So it was very nice that we were able to win it.
Because you always had the vision from when you were about 3 or 4 that you're going to win the cup, so you're never not going to win it. But obviously it wouldn't have happened without Stevie drawing number 1. No, Barrier 1, you set up Hey, you knew what you were doing. No, that was great, and obviously, like I said, that's been well documented. And we might just go to a few general things. Sure. You both follow AFL football.
Yeah.
I know who Stevie follows, because I'm just going to go around here and just show the Carl.
Usually he's on.
We're actually been down the bottom of the ladder for a bit, Stevie, but we're coming good, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. We're getting there.
We're getting there. Who's your favourite player?
Cooter.
Cooter? He doesn't play anymore, but that'll do. I reckon he was my favourite. What about Paddy Cripps?
He's good.
Yeah, I'm with you there. Shell, you're a Geelong supporter.
I am, yes. Last year Stevie and I went and saw a game, Geelong versus Carlton. That was great, and Geelong won, and Stevie was a bit disappointed. And it was funny because after the game we went down into the rooms, and Stevie had his Carlton jacket on and turned it inside out because he was embarrassed.
Never been too embarrassed about the Blues, Steve.
I would have did the right thing, I suppose.
That's funny. Just back to racing a little bit. Darren Dance is claim to fame. He was there when you won your first race, Michelle. I think it was just over here at Ballarat. And you rode against 3 of your siblings, was that right?
Not in that race. No.
Not in that race, that was right.
There was another race where 5 of my older brothers and sisters rode
together
against each other, but I didn't ride against
them.
Obviously rode against some.
I think it was your dad's horse you rode?
Yeah, it was, yeah. He only had 2 horses in work at the time, and
beautiful.
Everything just fell into place. Coming up to my first ride, the horse started working really well, and he was able to win, so it was a fairy tale, really.
Absolutely. Right, bit more general. Favourite food, Steve? If you're like me, I reckon it's steak.
I'm going to say seafood.
Seafood, and that's my second favourite, Drink? Coke?
Jim Bean.
Shell, what's your favourite dish?
I love Nobu.
Oh, yeah? Yep.
The Japanese food, it's good diet, jockey food, so it's tasty as well. So
beautiful.
It's really good.
And a drink?
I don't mind champagne.
Yeah. Well, we can celebrate, hopefully, with a few of these ladies' horses down the track.
Yeah,
holiday destinations. You like going on holidays, Steve. I reckon I've seen you Bali. No?
I've been there food time with Jason Patton.
Oh, with Jace. That's Jace married Therese. Yep. Very good. Shell, anywhere?
I've got so many favourite destinations, but I love Bali, but last year went to Majorca, and that was really good, actually. So
excellent.
Up on the top of the list now.
Very good. Now, what else can I ask you is, just in general, I mean, obviously racing consumes so much time to relax. Do you sort of read books, or is there no time for that kind of thing?
I really love listening to music.
Yep.
That's the way I relax.
Yep. Steve?
I'm DVDs.
Yeah, I've got a
stuff of them.
Favourites?
Yeah.
You got a favourite?
No, I haven't.
Just play them all?
Yeah.
I think he's seen a few of them a fair few times.
Yeah.
And
Excellent.
The Lion King and the like.
Well, you've just rolled into the movie side of it. Now, obviously, the big film's going to be out. I don't know when, but it's well into mode of being produced now. When can we expect to have front row seats at the premiere?
I think it might be like a year and a half or something that they predicted. I think they start filming at the end of March.
Yep.
So that's really exciting.
Yeah.
Because really excited to see Stevie obviously play himself
Yeah.
on TV. That's probably the most exciting part.
How's that going to be, Steve?
I don't know. I'll give it a go.
Because that leads into me next sort of...
Yeah, good I am.
No, you'll be fine. It leads into me next a little bit. Michelle, you're obviously a star yourself on the racing scene. You've met some wonderful stars. Roger Federer, Usain Bolt. That would have been enormous meeting those people.
Yeah, who would have thought in a million years you'd be meeting those sort of people? But just the general theme with those guys who are legends in their own fields is just incredible. So humble and really down to earth, and it was a real obviously honour to meet them both.
And of course, Steve, every day you go to work, you meet your hero. And Michelle?
He might be mine.
Yeah.
Go for Darren's, go to Michelle's.
Well, I'll tell you, once you be the movie star, I reckon you're going to have the girls knock on the door, Steve.
That'd be nice.
Very good. Look, we'll leave it there, guys. Thanks for your time. Obviously, we're here, and we've got Lady McPhee and French Fizz, who we've just finally fully sold here, so you've got to go and work those. So we'll cut this short. Thanks for your time. Always wonderful with your time, and yeah, we look forward to getting to the races with those two fillies, surely.
No worries at all. Thank
Good on
you.
you. Thanks, Michelle. Thanks, Steve.
Thank you.
Go Blues.
Go Blues.
Well, how good was that?
Well, it's
Stevie Payne, a bit of an added advantage.
as I was doing it, as I was just asking the questions randomly off my head, I just
So you did no prep work.
Oh no, I did because I'd be hopeless otherwise. But you just seen a brother and a sister there that just
They look like a team, don't they?
they adore each other, and but their dad Paddy was just behind me. Probably the first minute there was a rattle in the background was his motorbike, and he was intently there listening, and it just brought it all back that Michelle's a superstar in the eyes of a lot of people, but they are just normal people.
Yep.
And if you read her book, you were chatting before.
Oh, that book's outstanding.
They were not brought up probably the way I don't mean in this derogatory way, but they did it
There was a lot
really
of kids
hard.
without a mum
Yeah.
in a small house. And if you haven't read that book, you need to read it, because I think it would open a lot of people's eyes to the way they were brought up, what they went through, what they did.
Yeah.
And the fact that those two little kids, Michelle and Stevie, never had a bedroom. They had to beg, borrow and steal to get a pillar, and they had to get their siblings to share.
What are you saying? That basically chores just to get in Dad's bed.
Yeah.
Basically, it wasn't like come and sleep with me and Michelle. It was
They begged.
They'd earn it. Yeah. And look at them now. They're actually
They're workers.
Stevie financially is like the property. He owns the property with Michelle.
Yeah.
So I just looked every.
They're a great family, like Paddy Payne, Andrew Payne. They're great. They're just great ambassadors for racing.
Yeah.
One of the girls is married Karen McAvoy. Another one's married Jason Patton.
Yeah, and you got Brett Preble.
Brett Preble's in there. So it's a real racing community.
Yeah.
And it's all under one roof.
It's funny. I asked you should see the questions about what do you do outside racing, and it's very limited.
Nothing.
Like Stevie
They
plays
live
a
through
few
it.
tapes. Michelle, the odd book. It's everything is racing.
It's
they
racing.
know nothing else. And
It's their life.
I kept looking at it, and you could just see the love, the brother and sister. They were just normal people, but
They'd be lost without each other.
Yeah, and I said to Michelle, I asked her the question: you've been able to meet Roger Federer, she's seen, and Usain Bolt. She just said, oh yeah, look, it's just incredible. I just can't. I pinch myself, but she's a superstar in her own right, But she just sees herself as a normal person.
Well, she's going well training.
Yeah, no, doing a good job for you.
How long will she ride for, do you think?
I didn't ask that question. It's one I missed, but I gather just from this
end of this year.
If she sees out this year, yep.
No, she's enjoying the training
Because she's realised now too that, and I think a lot have, this joint jockey trainer thing doesn't work from the jockey side.
Yeah.
Because people drop off you.
Yeah, they won't put you on.
No, and the other thing is you can't go and ride any work outside because you're busy
You've
with
got
your
a
own.
business, yeah.
See, Jackie Berryman, I think, has found out. And I don't know where Linda Meach sits with it. It's hard
She's
work.
probably done a good job to keep riding, but I think she's only training a couple.
Yeah, but I think that's all right. It's good to cut your teeth to get in there, but you really do need to be one or the other.
It's good that they can make a transition and have that career.
Well, I think
structure.
that's the key, isn't it? They can make the transition, and like Michelle's probably for her, it's worked perfectly in a way. Yeah.
Time will tell.
Yeah. But anyway, that was...
So you enjoyed that?
No, it was good. I was winded up there. I said to Michelle, look, I just want to do a little doco. I said, it's a little softer. It's not racing.
We didn't give her any notice because she would have bolted.
Well, I turned up and look, to her credit, she's never let us down with anything like that.
She was brilliant.
Yeah, so
good on
I hope you enjoyed that.
I've known the Payne family for a long time, Pete, and as you said there, I was on track with her father, Paddy, the day that Michelle had her first ride. We're all in the bar having a drink. It must have been, I don't know, 20 years ago, more. And he gave us nothing. He never said a word that she was having her first ride. He never said a word the horse would win. But you know what? We backed it because I think nearly every one of those kids had their first ride. They all won. He's on his horse. He set them up. And I think we got about 7-1.
Yeah.
He never said a word. But after she won, it was his shout. But they were great. We had great days there with Paddy Payne and Colin Reeves and Tony Dudley and all those old larrikins from Ballarat. They were all wealthy men.
Yeah.
Bought a lot of real estate off the punt, Pete. In the old days where you could set them up and win at 40s.
Because that would have been the break of the century. We go about 7 or 18 years. Michelle's early 30s.
Oh, yeah, mate. They were great guys, and the stories they could tell.
Yeah.
You know, you wouldn't want to know.
No, old Paddy was there, and he's just like, he'll just be doing racing until he can. You know, he was up there, and he said to Michelle, you know, this was an interesting part too, because it was Michelle, I need to borrow one of your workers, and it was Stevie, and he was not going to take her away from take Stevie away from Michelle until he'd done whatever he had. So that strictness and that, you know, respect there. And then he said, oh, while I'm here, you know, he was bumming around doing stuff for Michelle. So yeah, look, he's driving the tractor around her on the track just to fill in time while he's waiting for Stevie.
He must be 80 something.
Yeah, you know, look.
I wish I was doing that when I'm 80 something.
I'm still around when I'm 80. No, look, a good little racing story, and look, it wasn't a long clip, but I hope you got something out of it. Well, Stevie barracks for Carlton, so I've got something in common with him.
Well, look, at the end of the day, I think it's good to get those insights away from racing.
Yeah.
And just get a bit of an understanding for these people we're working with to see what makes them tick.
Yep.
And I think from the feedback we've had, you've really enjoyed it.
No, it is good.
And this week, I believe you're going to try and get an insight with Brad Rule-Willer.
Yeah, someone who we feel's
been a long-term player with ATB.
Big term and a lot of... Well,
and he's been at the height of the game. Like a lot of people probably don't know, he's rode a Golden Slipper winner.
Yeah.
And recently, before Christmas, he ran out of favour in a lot of ways. And I think when you go and do the interview with him, he'll tell you what happened there, and he's back.
Yeah.
He's obviously back now, and we'll find out what he did to get himself right physically and mentally.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for that one next week.
No, it's a good story.
Well, it's time for Pete and I to go to the bar and have a drink. It's been a long day, and the sun's setting. So we hope you've enjoyed this episode of ATV. I'm Darren Dance, here with Peter Morganti.